Roy V. Hoffman with his family came to the territory in 1889, first settling in the Sac and Fox Reservation. He then moved to Guthrie, where he founded the Guthrie Daily Leader, the first daily newspaper in the Oklahoma Territory. During the Spanish-American War, he joined the Oklahoma Territory Battalion of the 1st Territorial Volunteer Infantry Regiment as a private, but was soon commissioned as a captain. Meanwhile, Chitto Harjo, it is believed, was born around 1854 in the Creek Nation. Nothing is known of his early life except that he was a follower of the leader of the federal element of the Creeks during the Civil War. When the Congress created the Dawes Commission for the purpose of inducing Indians to agree to the allotment of their lands, Harjo at once became the acknowledged leader of the dissenting faction. He continually warned his people that allotment of lands would lead to the final step in white man's domination over the Indian. Chitto Harjo became known to the whites as Crazy Snake. From 1900 to 1909, Harjo led and coordinated resistance to the federal government's interference in Creek tribal affairs. The Snakes, as the group was known, formed their own breakaway Creek government and abided by their own laws and rulings. The headquarters for this insurgent group was the Creek ceremonial site known as the Hickory Grounds in present-day Okmulgee County. And it was there that Harjo and Hoffman would meet. Governor Charles Haskell ordered Hoffman to take his guardsmen to quell the Crazy Snake uprising near Henrietta in 1910. The militia found no armed resistance nor any evidence of a snake uprising, for the full-bloods were still in their hill country homes. Meanwhile, the sheriff had secured a warrant for the arrest of Crazy Snake, whom he considered to be the cause of the trouble. The old snake at this time lived in McIntosh County at the base of Tiger Mountain. The sheriff and several deputies went there to arrest him. They fired at him without warning. Crazy Snake was shot in the hip, and Charles Coker, his lieutenant, was shot through the chest. Chitto Harjo lived with his friend Daniel Bob for the last several years of his life. He died in distress from the gunshot wound on April the 11th, 1911. Hoffman, meanwhile, went on to a distinguished career in the Army and Oklahoma National Guard, eventually commanding a division in World War I.